Welcome to the Building One Story at a Time podcast.
We're your hosts. I'm Katie Herbine.
And I'm Stephanie LaChance.
Welcome back to the Building One Story at a Time podcast. We're here again with Paul, our marketing technology specialist.
Yes, I'm back again. We got one more week of me. I'm looking forward to Steph taking back over the mic. So, this week we're actually talking about a new old floor plan. We were talking about the Breckenridge. So, Katie, you want to talk a little bit about the history of how we got here?
Absolutely. So it's a reimagination of our most popular floor plan, the Brentwood. So you may see that you can no longer find the Brentwood home plan because we're replacing it with the reimagined and improved, for most people's perspective, Breckenridge.
Yeah, it was cool. I know since I look at all the data and stuff, the Brentwood has been kind of for several years running one of our most popular floor plans.
Yep.
And it's a nice floor plan too, just because it kind of has a lot of what you would picture and I consider a traditional American home, the way it's laid out. And the Breckenridge really it's not a huge departure.
Yep.
But there are some key features I think we'll talk about here that we changed. So, kind of looking through it together, I figured it'd be a nice thing for us to do since I'm doing all the marketing release of this and Katie's going to be talking about this with our buyers. It's nice to go through the floor plan and just kind of talk about what changed.
Absolutely. So we're going to link in the show notes to this floor plan so you can follow along if you want. And hopefully you have the Brentwood top of mind, though I don't think it'll be hard to imagine what the Brentwood used to be like. So what we changed were a lot of people's hangups with the family entry. So now we have kind of a little bit more space in there, moved the laundry room to the second floor, which allowed us to be able to put the optional lockers in. If you remember, the Brentwood didn't used to have enough space for those optional lockers. So a lot of people really wanted that. So now it's available without doing an expanded family entry.
Yeah, I think it's really nice too, because when you walk in there from the garage, having that space, I know you and Steph has joked on episodes before, it's where you drop all your groceries when you come in.
Yeah.
And a lot of our newer plans have something or an option like that. And it's something I know we have done in custom homes as well. So having this, very popular plan now have something that is like really kind of sought after, I think is a nice way to just update that area too.
Yeah, like a true landing zone, because it used to be part of just like your hallway back to your laundry room, pantry, and bathroom.
Yeah, there's a lot fit into that like back right corner of the floor plan.
It's pretty crazy how we can utilize space like that. I don't know that I have the brain to potentially do that, but it's nice that we have people on our team that do.
Yes.
And one nice option too, a lot of people would love to be able to close off that mess zone. So we do have an option for a pocket door in there. Otherwise, it would just be a cased opening.
Yeah, I certainly would opt for that because I think that would just be cool to be like, people are coming over. I'm just going to close this up. All my bags and shoes and things I've thrown into this area, let's close that right off.
Yeah. And then you have like a nice big coat closet in that area, as well as your walk-in pantry, which is more so like directly behind the kitchen space. The other thing that we reimagined on the first floor was the kitchen layout. So now instead of walking around the island when you come in from the family entry, you kind of walk past the sink and right into the eating area. The range is to the left of that with the refrigerator, and you still have that optional cabinetry area that a lot of people love because it just gives you a great place to serve your food for like a potluck style gathering, or even just have like your coffee bar.
Yeah, I think that change. So on a lot of our floor plans, you'll see, and I almost laugh at myself when I'm typing up on the website, like open floor plan. But as I mentioned at the beginning here, this is in many regards like your traditional layout. You have like your formal dining room, you have your flex room, and they're kind of all sectioned off like homes were that were built, turn of the century or, mid-century.
Yep.
But modern homes, we go for a lot of that open, clean sight lines, the ability to sort of be in your kitchen and also see your family room for entertaining.
Yeah.
And this shift definitely allows more of that open floor plan in that area of the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I really think it does a lot for just, when you come in from your family room or from your family entry, you're getting to see your whole living space that you spend on the first floor.
Absolutely. But you still have that like formal separation from the front door with like walls around the flex room, walls around the formal dining room. But once you get to the back of the home is when it really opens up. So you have that like big family entertaining space, but also still the feel of walls, because while everyone was doing the open floor plan a while ago, people have kind of shifted back to wanting a little bit of separation. So having the flex room where you can add doors. We also kind of changed some of the mechanical layout for the flex room. So you have more of a rectangular room with no bump outs for like a coat closet or HVAC.
Yeah. Also, with the separation, there are some options from the family room to the flex room, where you could do a pocket door or a barn door, whichever kind of fits your aesthetic. Just to kind of, I think that's something, especially with the shift over the last few years, that people do work from home more, or like there's people using the house at different times than maybe in the past. Yeah. Having the ability to sort of close off areas and being able to be separate from all the noise or the hustle and bustle. If you have to take a phone call or a meeting or something, you have those options in this home. So
yeah, I always kind of pat myself on the back for the pocket door entry into like more spaces, because it's such like a colonial or like old time home feature to have like these big pocket doors, double pocket doors to close off a big opening. So when I proposed that to our drafting team and they took me up on it, I just love how it opens up the space, but still gives you the opportunity to close it off when you need to. But those doors aren't taking up floor space. So I personally would pick the pocket doors a million times over.
It's such a cool feature, and it will never fail. I think I've done this in any house I've either walked through when like my partner and I were looking for a home, or just like visiting friends' new homes. If there's a pocket door, I will just pocket door every time. I'm so excited to find one. It's such a cool feature, especially when it is. I've had like old apartments where they had pocket doors, but having like a new home where someone intentionally built, I think it's such a cool feature.
Yeah, it has like a little nod to older home character. I think it's really cool. And now, because we don't have that coat closet in the foyer area, you have the option to do a double barn door from the foyer into the flex room as well, which previously wasn't possible because you had your closet right there.
Yeah, it's honestly, as we look at just the first floor, it's a really nice update to this.
I know. I'm really excited about it.
So let's go upstairs then. Well, also let's mention we do have a covered porch still off the front of this one.
Yep.
And you can extend that past the front of your flex room as well as an option.
Yep. The same kind of like optional extended covered porch. You still have the option to do the 3-foot extension to the family room, and you can always add a sunroom pending your lot. So if that's something that's important to you, make sure you bring that to your sales team, because not every lot can accept that extra square footage.
Very good point. All right, so let's head upstairs. So you did mention already, and a feature I wish I had in my house and I do love is the second floor laundry. It's so convenient to not have to carry things up and down the stairs in a basket.
Me trucking down to my basement.
Oh, you have a basement one. I have a first floor, but still second floor laundry, when you get to just like, take it out of the dryer and fold it and just it's on the floor where all the rooms are. I think it's a step that everybody loves.
Absolutely.
So with having adjusted downstairs for that owner's entry, now the laundry room's upstairs. And I think that's not just a quality of life downstairs, but I think it really does add upstairs.
Yeah, I think so too. And surprisingly, with being able to, even with moving this laundry room to the second floor, we were able to redesign the floor plan so that every bedroom, all 3 of your spare bedrooms, have a walk-in closet. If you remember on the Brentwood, that middle bedroom was a little bit smaller and only had a step-in closet with like your 2 swinging doors, but now it has a walk-in closet, so no one's fighting over the bedroom based on which closet they get. So I'm honestly amazed with our team that they were able to bring the laundry room to the second floor and increase the closet storage space for each bedroom.
Yeah, that is a really, really nice quality of life upgrade
Yeah.
to be able to have, if you have multiple kids, or even just if one of those rooms is an office and you want extra storage, having those walk-in closets everywhere, it's a really good use of the space.
Absolutely.
Fitting squares within squares. Our team did a really good job with this Breckenridge redesign here.
Squares within squares. And then your like kind of hallway landing space off of the stairs is a little bit more open because you have more space coming back towards that bathroom, which is still at the front of the house. So it still gets a nice window, nice light. You could still do a double bowl vanity in there. And I personally loved this about the Brentwood and about the Breckenridge is that the tub shower in the hall bathroom is kind of tucked behind a wall. So you don't like walk in and see that or the toilet space. So it's all kind of tucked behind a corner. Makes for like just like a nice leaving the door open and only seeing the vanity. Not seeing that.
Yeah. I don't think I even noticed that until you pointed it out, but that is a nice feature of that.
That's why I get paid the big bucks, Paul.
Yes, exactly. I'm just here to make things look pretty on the website. You actually do it in the real world. So, anything else you want to call out on the second floor?
I will call out, this was because whenever I considered building a Brentwood, my biggest hang up was in the owner's bedroom that your bed wall couldn't be on the wall that you see when you walk in based on the closet door location for the walk-in closet. So in this redesign, we were able to move the closet door closer to the corner of the room and the bathroom door. So now you have a nice long wall that can fit your king size bed and 2 nightstands. So you really get that like beautiful headboard visual when you get to walk into the owner's bedroom. So
yeah, that is a really big update. I know that's, kind of having the option of where you put your bed and then also having the ability to put 2 nightstands is something in a lot of bedroom shapes. You're like, I only have really one configuration.
Exactly.
And that move there does really allow you some flexibility in your owner's bedroom there.
Yeah, I love it. So the Breckenridge is going back on my would love to build list.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I know early episodes, you and Stephanie went through kind of your dream home plan for like different reasons, basically. Yeah. And so the Breckenridge, it makes the cut for you?
It does. Absolutely.
Yeah, I honestly, it's a really, really cool update.
Yeah, I love it. And the facade of the house hasn't changed at all. So like, I think that's pretty neat too, that we were able to like change so much inside without changing the way that it looks from the outside.
Yeah, the elevations are all the same. And
nice and easy.
It's a really recognizable, I think it's an EG home that people kind of would recognize as an EG home.
Absolutely.
So I like that we sort of kept the facade and the elevations, and each one is the same as it was. It's just the inside is redesigned for just kind of those modern niceties.
Awesome. Well,
I want a real quick anecdote, though. So when I was working on kind of updating all of these the other day on the website before we like officially changed from Brentwood to Breckenridge, Andy Lebo, who's our head of custom homes and remodeling, he popped into my office and we were just chatting, and I had the floor plans up, and he mentioned, I thought this was just kind of a cool thing, that the change, not exactly 1-to-1, but some of the changes we did specifically to the downstairs of the Brentwood is actually a remodel that our team did of a homeowner's Brentwood. So a Brentwood really that they customized to look like what we're now putting out on the market. And I thought that was a cool little anecdote that he shared.
I think that's I wonder if our back office team was aware of like that change and that remodel that they did, because I know that our departments work really closely with each other too, because maybe you weren't shopping at Brooklawn 2, the new phase of Brooklawn, but we did a plan called the Britain there, and it was kind of like a take on the Brentwood as well. Some of these changes, like to the kitchen layout specifically, were done in that home. So I know that like both
it's pretty similar to the Britain, actually.
Yeah, both teams like work really well, kind of like getting ideas from each other. Hey, you took our plan and changed it this way. Maybe we can change it that way for the general public, because it's a great remodel. So
yeah.
Awesome.
I'm not sure if they were aware. I know Rob was aware of the Britain,
of course,
because controlling it. So I do think there's some incorporation of that design, and we're always trying to look at what people want, what people are interested in, and just make sure that our plans sort of we have an option for kind of every person. Whether you're looking for, first floor owner suite, or you have a large family and want to have, tons of bedrooms and extra additional flex rooms.
Absolutely.
So I think this is a cool update. And as Katie mentioned, we will link to the new floor plan for the Breckenridge. Hopefully someone will build one soon so we can get a nice virtual tour of a brand new one.
Maybe it'll be me. No.
Yeah, hey. And we also, just like a little teaser, we do have a few new floor plans that are going to be coming out here in the next month or so. So we'll probably do a few more episodes on kind of what's new and what's out there.
Awesome. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. I love looking at floor plans.
Same. It's very fun.
It really is. Awesome. So I, again, just want to shout out our team, because we're not just building houses. We're really listening to the way that people like to live in their houses. So always trying to evolve to build a home that people love to live and work in. So congratulations, E.G. Stoltzfus. You did it again.
Yes. Well, thank you all, and we'll catch you next week.
See ya.